King Charles III will deliver his first speech as monarch at 1 p.m. today. The CP24 will bring you that live coverage as it begins. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams joins me now for more on that, a look ahead. Richard, thank you for joining us. Let's start here. Let's look back just about an hour and a bit ago when Charles and Camilla arrived at Buckingham Palace and had a nice 10, 15-minute walkabout, shaking hands, meeting and greeting. Nothing new for the royal, but as king, it was quite touching to see the way he was received and people singing and chanting.
Yes, indeed. I mean, of course, this is a very difficult time for everybody, and of course also for King Charles and Queen Camilla, because they are perfect partnership, and now, after the longest apprenticeship in waiting, he is finally king. And as you say, the crowds were enthusiastic. Of course, all of this is in the shadow of the changeover. In hereditary monarchy, it's the way it happens. There's no question that the nation is somewhat shocked because whereas the inevitable was always going to happen, I think that most of us thought somehow it would be postponed. And also the Queen's legacy is quite extraordinary. I mean, as the world's most high-profile head of state, with the dedication to duty that she showed throughout her reign, it's certainly an extraordinary period, and we're moving into a 10 or so day period also where the nation will come together in homage, and world leaders will descend on London in the most spectacular funeral since, I would say, Sir Winston Churchill's.
You know, we take a lot of pride here in Canada, and have over the last few days, knowing that the Queen visited this country 22 times, more than anywhere else. But I don't think you can underscore how important, this is just another element of, another aspect of how important Queen Elizabeth II's reign was. She changed things. I mean, she traveled so much, so well traveled. Africa, India, the Caribbean, the entire Commonwealth. She really took the message to the road.
Oh, it's an important point, because I would suggest that whereas royal trips were always significant, it was during the Queen's reign that the royal tour, both state visits and official visits, became, as it were, a soft power weapon in the army of the British government, because, of course, on the advice of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, and a trip, for example, like that in 2011 to Ireland, I mean, I would say that was the highlight of her reign. It was truly extraordinary because the reception was ecstatic. Sinn Féin subsequently changed its policy, and in fact, there was a reciprocal arrangement when, a few years later, the Irish president visited. It put the seal on the peace process. Also, the way she nurtured the Commonwealth. I mean, this organization is truly remarkable. As you know, 56 countries would not have been the same without her.
Richard, there will now be new titles for some of the members of the royal family. They will all be coming together at a time to grieve and also all prepare for a transition in all of their lives. Could this in some way help to heal this family? Because there have been some pretty significant rifts.
As you say, there have indeed been significant rifts, and time will tell whether this will be or could be some form of catalyst in the healing process. I mean, as I certainly see it, the recent interview that the Duchess of Sussex gave to Cut was certainly not a step on any path towards healing, even though she said it was. It was undoubtedly a coded attack on the royal family. Whether Harry has a memoir coming out, this is another question mark, and whether this perhaps might be rethought, because this will be a seismic event. The nation, the Commonwealth, and the world will be paying tribute to someone whose commitment to duty and service was unquestioned, who never let her subjects down, and who was deeply loved. And with this in mind, who knows what may emerge? I certainly didn't see reconciliation before, but you may very well be right now. One must wait and see how things develop.
Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams, thank you so much.